Actually, you know what? I can go like this. Copy. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get to Facebook. So I want to get him switch account. Oh hell! What the hell is the new password? There ain't no fucking telling. The hell? I have no damn idea. Try again. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm trying to send the link to people. What the hell is it? Graybar site. Oh, I mean, that's it out loud. Oh, okay. Okay, they changed it. Okay. Well, that's unusual. Here. There probably won't be anybody, but I want to get okay, now that we got that down, I can look at the chat and see what's going on, and I can give my whole. Oh shit, my computer is going to hell. Anywho, so I just want to give my. What is this doing here? I don't know what I said. Anywho, I want to give my whole 9-yard 10 cents on the whole Bobby D thing real quick. So my thoughts and prayers goes out to Bobby D. I mean, I've talked to Bobby D in the past. He seems like a cool and great dude, and I'm just sorry to hear that all this is going down with him because he's a great dude and he doesn't deserve that. And as Copper Dan knows, I put in my $3.95 because that's all I really had on any of my debit cards. So, I mean, I have cash, but I don't want to go through the whole process of mailing cash because I'm scared that someone might steal it. You know what I mean? From like the people at the post office or something like that. I don't want them stealing the money, but I did definitely donate for the purpose of Bobby D's whole situation because Bobby D is like a brother to me. I don't know if many people knew that, but I've always seen Bobby D as a brother. I mean, like this whole Chase Me is like family to me. Even Barbara Edison, she knows I still think it's Jody Wyoming, and we'll agree to disagree on certain things. But she's still family to me, and so was Candy, and so was Kate Bro, so was Mike. As much I hate to admit it, so is Bad Greg, so is Dark, and so is the Treasure Warrior. Shout out to them; they're a great channel. And I know Kate Bro and Mike are going live tonight. I know on Callister's channel, and I'm just a great time to kind of switch the script and go towards what they're going to talk about. So I'm going to pull it up. We're going live tonight on the Capo channel or the Callister's channel. It's going live to discuss the Fin 9 clue video, if that's what it is, and I don't know really much what to speak on about it, but it's just interesting because if there really is a 9 clue video, then why the hell was it not released when the footage was recorded? You know what I mean? That makes no freaking fracking sense. Why, if you have the information, the community obviously fucking wants that shit. So why are you not going to release that to the community and put this community at ease, and so everyone stops going on each other's throats and all the whole 9 yards bullshit? It ends all that shit. It ends it completely. And the community comes to terms. Well, I wasn't the solver. No one was the solver except Jack Stu. And then as soon as we get the confirmation that the church just was sold, and when it was sold, think about how much that was solved resolution wise. A lot of people will be at ease and they'll be sitting back in the back seat like, I was wrong, you know. And but right now we're just left in the loop. We're out of loop because nobody really knows what the fuck is going on, and nobody really knows what the clues were or where it was even found. And still to this day, nobody fucking knows. And why is that? We're not asking these questions. Not hard enough. In the words of the brutal truth, the treasure seekers, kudos to them for actually asking those hard hitting questions. Why the fuck are we not getting answers? Why is nobody asking the brutal truth questions except Treasure Warriors and the Treasure Seekers? But the Treasure Seekers, I don't know what their channel is doing nowadays, and that's not my business to get into because I have I still have respect for Greg, even though he left it on bad terms and I left it on bad terms. But I still have respect for the dude, and he still has my baseball bat. And I hope one day he comes back and says, Tyler, I really want you to sign this for me, because that would be a God given blessing. Because you have to remember where you started from, and that's the whole main point of what I just said. And let's just all get along, man. Like shit, is it too hard to ask? Like last night we all got along. Me, Street, Candy. I love Candy. She's a big sister to me. And I reached out to her yesterday because I saw she was going through some shit. And obviously it was because of Bobby D's whole situation. Which once again, my heart goes out to Bobby D. It sucks that he has to go through it because he's a great guy. And my heart goes out to Bobby D and to Candy and for all those that were close to him. And for those of y'all who didn't know this, I was close with Heather Dawn Angel Hedges Brown. So when her name is going around the rumor mill and being thrown around like it's a piece of fucking candy, it's gonna piss me the fuck off. And that is the truth. I didn't make it known. I kept it under the weather because me and Heather were tight knit. She was like a mother figure to me. I looked up to that woman, and she knew she could always reach out to me. And when I found out when it happened, because I found out from one of her children, it hurt. It hurt like fucking hell. I was lost. I went through a phase of being lost because I lost something that I really cared about. When I lost her, I lost everything. And without her, I had no purpose. I had no direction because she was awesome. She was awesome. I always looked forward to talking to her every time, even though might have been some bullshit, some stuff like something like that. But she always told me, we always talked about Force Fan, and she always was like, "How was your day?" I was like, "It's going good," or "It's really shitty right now," or something like that. And she'd always give me advice on shit, and I give her advice, when she knew she could come to me up for anything. And then I kind of got I don't want to say distance myself, but I just kind of got busy with life, and then all of a sudden, boom, it happened with Heather, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And it kind of just it ate at me, you know what I'm saying? Because like it ate at me for the sake of I wish I could have done something to save her. But knowing her whole story, I can't really put it out there because it's for the family's business to put out. It's not my business to say it, but I know the story on it. And I can say my 2 cents. It has nothing to do with the 4 cent chase. Now, I will say this. She was in the chase for the sake of gaining back custody. And that was going to be if she had found the treasure chest. And that would have been a great thing to see for the whole treasure chest to end. That would have been the greatest ending of the 4 cent chase I had ever seen. Think about it for 1 second. She lost custody of her kids. I won't say why, because that's personal reasons for her. But let's say she ended up finding the chest. She gets custody back of her kids because her kids were not being like what's the word for it? They just didn't have good role models. Like they just didn't. Because they were taken away from Heather, and Heather wanted her daughter, I won't say the name, to get off of drugs. And Heather loved her daughter and loved her son more than anything. And I promised Heather, and still to this day, I keep my fucking promise. My promise was 2 things. When she was gone, I looked after her kids and make sure her kids were all right and that they stay here on Earth because I know how much she loved her kids. And 2, one thing I did promise her, and this is kind of out of the blues and unorthodox for someone to say, but like I said, I always looked up to Heather. She was like the equivalent of Olga for Forrest Finn. You know what I mean? That's how me and Heather, that was our relationship. Even though it was a very big age difference, but it just someone I looked up to because I always look up to the elders because they're a lot wiser than I am, and I get all their advice and wisdom, and I take it in, and I keep it for others who might need that advice. You know what I mean? So I always listen to the elders' advice and their wisdom, and I take it in and I keep it. And then if someone needs it, I'll throw it right to them, that person, so they can understand that they need to do this or do that. And that was me and Heather's relationship. It's just like she was in a very bad situation. I'll leave it at that. But she would. It would have been a great ending if she had found the chest. And me and her we always argue because for nobody who really knew this, I was a New Mexico All State guy. I was always Team More New Mexico for no one who really knew. But what I did, and I've said this on my channel before, if you go back and watch all the rest of my videos, I put that solve aside from More New Mexico and kicked it to the rocks and kicked it to the curb because I wanted to find out the true answers for y'all. So when I say it, and I tell y'all it was in Cody, Wyoming, I'm not bullshitting y'all. I went and did my research and went through all the scrapbooks, all the files, all the emails, everything that was on Dow's blog. I went through all of that shit piece by piece. And for those of y'all who don't believe me, I promise you, my phone was filled up with space and memory because I went through all of that shit and all those files and PDFs took up all my space on my phone because I did it for y'all. And that's why I tell y'all SS-1 from the Extras 2 file was the whole giveaway for the Forrest Finn final location. But only if you knew that Forrest Finn had hit it on the same trip when he's at the museum in Cody, Wyoming. And I'm telling you this. Don Martinez owned an old one-room tackle shop in Cody, Wyoming that now belongs, once after Don Martinez, it then was sold to Pat Barnes, and Pat Barnes more likely sold it to George Ellis Brown. And for those who don't know, George Ellis Brown was actually a great-grandfather of Forrest Finn. I shit you not. Do your research and you see it. It's in the George Ellis Brown, Cody, Wyoming Gazette website obituary for George Ellis Brown. Because George Ellis Brown was actually on the board of committee for the Buffalo Bill West Museum, or Buffalo Bill Center of the West Museum, whatever you want to call it. But so was Forrest Finn, and they met there. Well, obviously they met prior to that, because they used to meet, when Forrest Finn and his family go up to Yellowstone, they'd always go first to meet George Ellis Brown, the family relative, via his Finn's mother, Lily J. Simpson, I think it was, and pretty much then after that trip to meet George Ellis Brown, they go to the Buffalo Bill Center of the West Museum just to go search around and get so Forrest Finn can get lost in that museum, and then they made their trip all the way to Yellowstone. West Yellowstone, that's right. Yeah, West Yellowstone, which is where they did the fly fishing after Forrest Finn left the Don Martinez tackle shop in 44-45. And that's why I still believe, and I did this for those of y'all who did not know this. I'm on Thor. I forget what my user is, but shout out to him. He's an OG. And I still think to this day, if he had added the years that Don Martinez worked and owned his tackle shop, and then did his research of the year he sold his tackle shop to Pat Barnes, and added that into his info of all the years and months of when and what and this and that happened from his whole timeline thing they put on Thor, he would have figured it out. And I'm willing to bet he would have been the one that found it if it wasn't for Jack Stoof. And I put that on God. I promise you, he would have been the one. But he just came up short. Just almost had it if he had added in that extra bit of info. I promise you. If he had done a little bit of extra research and went through the extra 2 file and SS-1, file from the X2 files Dal's blog, he would have gone, oh shit. And had he made the connection of George Ellis Brown and the Hoodoo Ranch, which shout out to I think it was Copper Dan, made that connection of George Ellis Brown at one point in time, but he couldn't connect the dots with Hoodoo Ranch. Here she comes. I don't know. What's up, Adeline? What's up, babe? So for those of y'all who don't know, this is my girl. But anyways, so going back to what I was talking about.
Hi.
Hey, babe. If Copper Dan had made that connection with George Ellis Brown and Hoodoo Ranch, I think it was George Ellis Brown. I have to go back and look at Thor. He would have had something, and maybe even beaten O to the spot. And it would have been a race. It would have been an interesting race. I would have loved to see that race. I would have sat back in my high chair and been like, this can be fun. I've been like the kid at a candy shop. Baby, you frozen?
Yeah, I'm kind of been dealing with something. Yeah, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm
you want to
crying.
text me it? You want to text me? You want to go off camera?
Please. No, it's fine. I just don't want to explain it to the whole world. I'm okay then. I'll talk to you later.
That sounds good. Don't be Candy, because Candy almost cried last night on her live stream when she first started this
No,
video.
I don't. Like, one thing about me is I don't put my personal stuff out on the internet for the whole world to see. So.
Oh yeah, well, Candy was almost crying because Bobby D, who's within the community, he I told you this in the car yesterday. He had a heart attack and he was in a coma yesterday. And Copper Dan,
Oh, geez.
I literally told him when I was going to. Well, I first thought I was going to Virginia. I was like, I'm going to Virginia, and I'm gonna go find the what was it? There was a cache. Oh, fuck, I'm looking it up. It was crazy because I was gonna put it under. I was gonna do it under the weather.
Yeah.
So, H. Charles Beale cache. It was in Virginia. It was
Absolutely.
Fuck. I can't think of it. I know it off the top of my tongue because I looked at it so many damn fucking times.
Anyway, but hi to whoever's out there. So.
I don't know if anybody's willing to chat, but I'm sure they'll see it later.
I know. I'm just saying hi. Just kind of overwhelmed and just started crying. That's all.
I try to get Candy in here because she's always fun to talk to. She goes through her alien conspiracies and stuff like that. She loves her aliens.
I can go through plenty of conspiracy theories.
With aliens or just
time travel?
Oh God! Don't
Actually, there's a thing right now called the something lights, like the lights or something. Kilo lights is this really the big round ball, and they let spirits in to from the other part of the dimension, and the dimension's been broken. And this has been proven. Yeah, this has actually been proven on the other side of the world. You
would enjoy the live stream with Candy and Street because that's all the type of shit they do. They talk about shit like that with the mixture of aliens in there somewhere.
Oh, trust me, I can give you facts like no one's business. But yeah.
Street. I mean, well, Street likes me. He's cool as fuck, but me and him disagree when it comes to politics.
This is politics.
Well, I know, but me and him, we just do silly banter. Like I had my Trump watch on that says "fuck your feelings," and I said "Street." I still have my watch on, and I showed it on camera. He's like, "What does it say?" And he saw the word Trump, and he was like, "Oh, that's why I don't like you." I said, "I'm just chuckling." He's a good guy.
I just got off the phone with my mom. It's just so much going on. You know, you kind of already get going on, but.
Yeah, we'll talk later if anything. For you kind of as a reminder, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what? You have me saying that now. That's what we do in the community. We do this.
What did I start getting you to say?
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. We're all Gucci here. I don't know what else to tell you.
In the words of Bad Greg, and Candy will see this. I'm just saying.
I like that girl.
Who, Candy?
Yeah, sounds like she's a cool kid or a cool chick.
She's in her 30s. Her and Street, So it's funny. Her and Street used to not get along because Street was a part of the Treasure Seekers, and Candy didn't think that at all. And then when finally Street let loose of the Treasure Seekers, her
Yeah.
and him, they got along pretty well, and they go on live streams together and talk about aliens and shit like that.
I also say, is there anybody on the what is it?
In the chat?
Yeah.
No. No, it was just your comments.
Oh,
But I'm
it's like,
sure people. It says there's 4 watching now.
huh?
It says there's 4 people watching. I'm looking at the video because I have a bullet my computer as well while talking to my phone.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because I got the Zoom Premium when I'm paid for it. I figured I'd do it so I can go live. But my channel doesn't have really many viewers like that. But Candy has like 1,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like,
she
the bed.
She was part of that clique with K Pro, Mike. At one point, she was with Cynthia, but she's kind of left Cynthia because Cynthia is part of the GPS shit. And Candy doesn't like that shit. And Candy and her have already butted heads many times recently.
I have a theory for you, and I'm gonna see if you think it's a good one or not. So, okay, so about time travel. Do you think it's actually possible for it to be happening? Or do you think with the law of physics, it's not possible? You're just like, what?
I mean, I don't really think so.
I think science-wise, there is a way to do it. They just kind of figured out it's the kilolights. It's just like, I don't know, it's just like a little brown ball machine or something. I don't know. It's just my uncle was getting me, like, talking me into it. But time travel does exist. It does. There's a National Geographic if you actually heard of it.
You and Candy would be great friends. She loves her Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings as well, but you and her were different on Lord of the Rings.
My cousins and stuff watch Lord of the Rings. I'm not a big fan of Lord of the Rings.
Well, here would be the deal breaker. You like Hocus Pocus?
I do.
Oh my god, yes. Y'all are going to get us along very well. She loves her Hocus Pocus.
I love anything to do with witches, wizardry, witchcraft, warcraft, whatever you want.
Yeah, y'all going to get along just fine. You'll mix in very well within the community. Just don't tell Barbara Anderson that it's not in New Mexico.
Well, I'm not going down to New Mexico. She can bring her ass all the way up here. I ain't going down to no New Mexico.
No. What I'm saying is, her solve she has in New Mexico, and a lot of people are like stuck, like just solely focused in on where their solve is, and not where, like, not opening their mind to where else it could be. You know what I mean? So Barbara Anderson is one of the people. She's just solely focused in on her shit, not others.
Has anybody kind of figured out where the treasure chest is yet? Has anybody figured it out?
Nobody knows exactly where it is. I mean, I have an idea. I have a legit idea from all the research I've done, which I was just talking about before you came in.
What was the research?
There's so much. I went through all the Down Nitzel's blog stuff. Like I did, like all my phone storage was so taken up because I had so many PDF files from downloading all his stuff. I went through every bit and piece of that information that Down Nitzel had. Because Down Nitzel was very tight knit with Forrest Fenn. Because like anything Forrest Fenn would send Down Nitzel would upload to his blog. So like via maybe like a scrapbook or some like he even uploaded all the emails with Forrest Fenn and other people. It's interesting stuff. So
yeah.
And then Bill Gorman, oh my God, don't even get me started on him. He thinks that the whole poem has to do with Moses. I'm just like, all right, brother.
What do you think the poem is to?
Bill Gorman thinks it has to do with Moses. My opinion, I think it's a lot easier and simpler than the Bible and all that other shit. I think it's just pretty much.
I can go about the Bible all day long. Most people are like, okay, there's a certain things that like he did, like turn wine into like water into wine. I'm like, those are like more. There are things. There's actually a possibility that you can do that. but there's like more illusions in how it works. Like I saw something on whatchamacallit, what is it? Facebook. Good Lord.
Get you some coffee. Candy loves her coffee.
So do I, but if I have any coffee, I'm not sleeping in it. And you want me to
Oh,
sleep, trust me.
oh my God. So I don't know. I don't know how it happened, but one night we were on it was Candy's live stream to on her channel, and she drank Fireball. I don't know how we any of us got her to do it, but somehow Barbara Anderson was letting her channel, and Candy and Barbara Anderson do not get along. They don't like each other. They're out at each other's throats. And Barbara Anderson ended on fucking Candy's channel. We're all like, oh shit.
So basically, there was a lot more drama in the.
Yeah, that it used to be like tons of drama, and I just kind of just like removed myself. I was like, I have to get out of this shit.
Yeah.
That's why I started kind of started skateboarding, fly fishing, and doing other things and getting outside away from my computer. And why I also removed myself from the bad Greg, aka Greg Allen, who's part of the Treasure Seekers. Nobody really likes him because he has such bad foul language, and it's just terrible. I couldn't do it anymore with him because that's when I turned back into an alcoholic again because I was drinking every night with him, like 4 or 5 beers a night and smoking a whole bunch. And I was like, yeah, I can't do this shit. Because I
I've
was
been
calling
there,
out
done that. Like I've gone probably worse than you in the drinking department, and that's something I can admit.
Yeah, it was
Oh
bad.
yeah, we were at his lake house for the weekend, and I went through a whole bottle of wine. I did not realize I did that until he took the wine bottle and took it out my butt. What?
Answering that call, it was Dustin. I'm not answering. Dustin was like, go theater, how with work? So I'm like, Dustin, I already told you this shit. I wasn't at work.
Well, he high as fuck.
Well, I think he was also no. He worked this morning, but he texted me earlier. He was like, "Where are you at?" And I basically told him I said I had to get the flu shot. I said they wouldn't allow me to go back to work unless I got the flu shot. I'm like, well, great. You know this whole story. I wasn't happy about that shit. I was not a happy camper.
I don't make company policy, so I don't know. But I did not know that I went through a whole bottle of wine and like a couple beers, and I don't know. You know?
You don't remember any of it?
I remember some, but some of it I don't.
Some I want to mention something, but I don't want to mention it in the public. Like,
Well, I remember that part. I'm not saying we're not gonna like, but I remember that. But I remember you taking the bottle and busting my butt with it because that was the closest thing you could grab.
oh yeah, because you're throwing it away. I give you a little tap on the butt for it.
Yeah, next time grab the spoon from the drawer. And no, we are. It's a. I said, if it did someone just add? Did someone just message something
Some Dustin, that was damn Dustin. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
in the chat?
No, text message.
No.
Dustin from work. You can sing that just called me.
Oh, I thought you said something. I thought someone was like texting the chat. I was like, what are they wanting now?
No. You'll know if it's in the chat because I'll see it. It's just still your stuff. I'm surprised Holy or none of them, even Lucky Digger has commented. Because usually Holy sometimes pops in my chat and there's Adam Foddy. Candy loves her some Adam. Adam is from the UK and he has that British accent. Candy fucking loves it. She tries to imitate it. It's funnier than hell.
Well, basically, I'm just sitting in bed, just chilling.
Did I ever tell you about the joke I had with Candy? About the website?
No, I kind of have a little bit of a headache. I think it's from crying a lot.
So Candy one night, I don't know how it came about, but she was talking about how had been creating websites and had been using GoDaddy.com. And so I was popping jokes. I was like, "Yeah, what's the website again, Candy?" She's like, "GoDaddy.com." I said,
Mm-hmm.
"At least you get it. The rest of the community didn't understand the whole shebang." Street might have gotten it if he was there.
You're gonna hate me for telling you this, but who's your daddy? Haha.
Hey, now take it easy. Where's Dave Bradshaw? I love me some Dave Bradshaw. I got to meet Dave Bradshaw one time on this live stream. He's great. He's fucking great.
Don't
Just said,
embarrass me now. Don't embarrass me.
no, I won't. He'll just sit there and be like, "You go out and
Yeah,
do it."
yeah,
He'll sit
You
there and be like,
probably will. So
"No, I
you
won't.
always. Yes, you will.
No, I won't." Jesus
Yes, you
Christ.
will.
Where's my fucking Dave Bradshaw?
Yeah.
He keeps fucking calling me. Can you
I
hear
said
me?
you're gonna embarrass. Yeah, I can hear you. I was just saying you're gonna embarrass me at some point anyway. So
No. Well, you already embarrassed me. Shit.
I meant the other part, but that's not what I meant.
Now Candy's gonna be like, "Oh, now I see why you like GoDaddy.com."
That's not what I meant though. But I meant embarrassment in the other part.
Oh, I know. I know. This is gonna be an interesting video to go back and watch.
If anybody asks what we're talking about, just trust me, it's more confusing than you're gonna think.
Don't
If
even
any,
tell Street. I did say that I mentioned about the whole shebang with Brittany, right? And how she likes me and shit. I mentioned that
yeah,
last night. And Street was like, "Just get him a few bottles of wine and you'll have a fun night."
I can go through a couple bottles of wine by myself.
That's what we're saying. Get them both a few bottles of wine and have
Yep.
a good bit of fun. You know, in the wrong ways.
hmm What are you gonna do? Embarrass me like that too? Good leave. Yes, I'm a brat, and you know it.
You would get along with Candy. She loves her cat. She loves her cats too.
I have a three-legged one.
Yeah, you do. Where's Marigold? Marigold, come here. Come here, Marigold.
I don't know where she went. She probably tied under the bed.
Probably. We were talking last night about one of Candy's cats that climbed
Mhm.
in her backyard
Mhm.
tree.
Anyway, but if anybody asks kind of what we're talking about, like embarrassment and like all that kind of stuff, look, we got an interesting relationship. You're just gonna have to figure it out on your own. Because if I'm not trying to explain the whole 9 yards today.
Hey, take it easy. Take it easy. Let's leave that off the channel. Let's leave that in our personal lives.
Okay.
Anywho, because we're talking about Forrest Finn. The
And
man,
I don't
the
know how we got to
man,
Kiki stuff.
I need a
Also,
fucking beer.
no. Where's mine?
What?
I said, where is mine?
You went here. I got the back Greg and the Miller special.
Ah, hell.
Good shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. Who else is watching this show? I'm curious.
Watching what show?
The live stream, baby. What else do you think I'm talking about?
Oh, I don't know. NCIS. I don't know. Was like guns maybe flying? I don't know.
So there's guns flying. That reminds me of the goddamn
But wait a
table.
minute. There's something you want to keep in the personal life. Then why does it says Tyler Peter Graybar's personal meeting room? If it says personal in it.
This is my personal meeting room. That's what the live stream had it set up as. I don't feel like changing this shit and thinking about what the fuck I'm gonna call it. Think about that later. When I upload it.
That was a joke. You get it?
Yeah, and then where's my grandfather? Oh wait, I
No,
already did that.
no. I was talking about the kinky joke.
Oh, I know. That's why it went like this. I said, wait, I already did that.
You're very lucky I'm on live stream because I would have.
Whatever, I do what I want.
Yeah, I'm a brat. That's what it is.
No, I was making a joke from Cartman from South Park. Which street? I wish I had Street's contact info. Is Brittany online on is Brittany on online on Facebook, babe?
I have no fucking clue.
Oh my lord. I was waiting for one of y'all two to come back in. I said, just the hell, I'm gonna go live. I don't give a shit. I'll just put the two links in the group chat. I'll read it later. I don't feel like pulling it up. Because my screen will go black.
Really?
Yeah, my screen, because I'm on Zoom, it'll go black on the YouTube.
Well, did you at least read it?
Somewhat. Fuck. It's broken. Oh yeah, they're broken.
Do you mean give you a gist of what it said?
No, don't read it out loud.
Well, I'm not reading it out loud. I'm going to give you the gist of it kind of in shorter terms.
No, not really. Not in a public setting.
Okay.
Anyways, what's your interpretation of the poem? Just out of curiosity.
I'm sorry, what is what about?
What's your interpretation of the poem?
Of the one that's about your treasure chest?
Not my treasure chest. Jeez. I'll pull it up. What are my screen sharing abilities? Do I have any more pictures? Let me check first. Let me go black. Painted black. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. I'll even read it to you. Let's see. Photo. Gallery.
Isn't that like a share thing on here?
Yes, I'm doing it right now. It says, as I have gone alone in there, and with my treasure bold, I can keep my secret where, and hint of verses new and old. Begin it where warm waters halt, and take it in the canyon down. Not far, but too far to walk, put in below the homeward ground. From there is no place for the meek, the end is ever drawing nigh. There will be no paddle up your creek, just heavy loads and water high. Have you been wise and found the blaze, look quickly down your quest to seize. But tarry scant with marvel gaze, just take the chest and go in peace. So why is it that I must go and leave my trove for all to seek? The answers I already know, I've done it tired and now I'm weak. So hear me all and listen good, your effort will be worth the cold. If you're brave and in the wood, I'll give you title to the gold. That's the whole poem.
It sounds like someone's having an inner treasure of feelings. They're trying to find who they are, but at the same time, but they're not like knowing who they are. It's weird.
Give me a second. Okay, there we go. I'm telling you to stop sharing.
That's what I feel like.
He did say the first clue was get it warm water or where warm waters halt. And he said all the clues are within this book to throw the chase. But are all subtle hints.
But it sounds like Colorado. Because the continental drift is above Colorado.
Well, what if I told you?
And the brown sounds like it sounds like a lot like Pikes Peak and how it's the twists and turns are on it.
Well, what if I told you you're wrong, that Forrest Finn himself and the Finder both agreed to say it was in the state of found in the state of Wyoming?
Why Yellowstone?
A lot of people think that. But I will bet the difference, and that is wrong. But it is your opinion.
What's my opinion?
I said I've told a lot of people it wasn't in Yellowstone because it's national park land, which means that's national government land,
Hmm.
which means the ownership would come into play of the national government and not the owner or the finder.
I'm thinking more Pikes Peak than anything else on the trail up there.
Well, Pikes Peak is Colorado, and it was in Wyoming. It was found in Wyoming.
I've never been to Wyoming, so I can't really say anything. I mean, I've drove through it, but
And what if I also told you that Jack Stewart, the finder, said himself that Forrest Fenn was at a museum in Cody, and he thought it convenient to hide on the same trip. Those are the exact words too.
I'm still stuck. I'm sorry.
I've done my research. Cheers.
You fucking. Yeah, I know that look. I know where I'm going to be when we're done here, so I already know.
Where's Candy? Oh, I know what she's doing. She's busy doing something. I don't know. But she said she was gonna leave soon. When I texted her before I went live, which was 18 minutes ago. 19 minutes, maybe. I don't know. Is that how long we've been live for 18 minutes?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess so. Shit. I haven't been live in those forever. But I figured I'd go live and give my 2 cents on the Bobby D situation and the whole subject of what his Callis is going live tonight on their channel. And I'm probably just
I was
popping in
about
once
to
and watch
ask
that.
about me. I guess they can ask too. So I'm the part of it. So
Like I was saying, Callis that's the K Pro Mike channel.
Hmm.
They're pretty much a couple, and they go live together on his channel. And they're going live tonight talking about. Let's see if we can find it. I'm just typing Cal lasers, make it easier on me. I know because there was a whole. Let's see, the aftermath, the entity, and the Forest Fin 9 clue video. There you go. So I don't know if I ever told you about the entity. The entity, everyone inferred it was Justin Posey, who was part of the GPS solve team and whatnot. And there was a rumor going around that Jack Stewart recorded video or Forrest Fenn going over there the 9 clues, and it was supposedly released to Justin Posey and his friend Tyler, and they never released it obviously to the community, but that's just a rumor and no one ever could confirm it. So it's just all he said, she said shit at the present time. So
has anybody found your treasure chest yet?
no, well, we know that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now it's out there because of the words I just used.
I was about to say, people better start looking. It's a good find.
Just don't give it to K-Pro.
I know, right?
K-Pro lives up in Raleigh. Well, she does. She might still do, or she might still live in Raleigh. I don't know, but not too sure. But I know she also goes to Vegas because her husband lives in Las Vegas. So,
But yeah.
but K-Pro would be all over if she still lives in Raleigh.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else is in North Carolina from the community. Oh yes, Finity Jones. Oh, he'd be all over it too. He lives up in Charlotte.
Good to know.
I do want to visit him at some point because he has said that he would love for me to visit one day. He's got one of those old school or joystick arcade games or machines.
Trying to
Cool
think.
dude. About what?
Just thinking.
What time is it? Oh, 7:43. They're probably gonna go live at maybe 10 o'clock. Is Treasure? Let's see. If Treasure Warriors is live, I might go with them. But I don't know what the hell they were talking about. Oh, no, I don't want that.
I feel like my boobs are just mostly on the camera. Jeesh.
Cow Lasers. What time are they going live? They're going live at. It'll tell me. 10 o'clock. Damn. Live in 2 hours. Oh, they got a special guest. Okay, I'm actually interested in that live stream. Red button explained entity closure, 492 video, secret meeting. Oh, probably because the 492 video secret meeting. Netflix and the searcher updates, and then including official statements and special guests. That sounds like an interesting live stream. If they actually got their shit together and know all the actual information of that shit, that would be interesting.
Mhm. I'm like really cold. I'm all bundled up in blankies. I really am.
Let's see. No shit.
I know I need coffee, but I don't need coffee at this hour. I've had it before, but you know,
Yeah.
with like 3 shots of espresso.
Oh God, no, that's too much.
Huh?
That's too much for me.
No, I'm saying for me.
Oh, I know.
Would that be a lot for me too, though?
I have no idea.
I can bounce off the walls pretty good. Oh no, you'd probably be like, get down here.
I'm guessing Brittany is not online.
No, probably not.
What the hell is she doing?
I don't know.
Well, she saw my links.
Yeah,
She
I know.
should have. Well, I don't. Is she camera? She's camera shy, isn't she?
I have no idea. She's not camera shy. She actually has done a short film with me, so which I need to show you those because I've been in a couple short films. Did you know that?
Short films. What are you talking about? Short
Short,
films.
like for a theater company that I've been in for a long time.
Oh
Did I ever tell you about that?
no, I don't. Let's talk about it offline just in case.
Okay. It's a theater company, that's why.
Guess we didn't. I was meant to see a shoot online, but then my dad freaking called me and said, "What the hell?" It doesn't look like it. See group
What?
members. Yeah, she's not online.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad called me. My mom's gonna be very low at his house. I won't be able to hear nothing.
Why'd your dad call you?
He just wanted to check up on me
Oh,
and see
that's
how I was
nice.
doing. Yeah. Well, I might head off and wait till maybe 10 o'clock to go hop in the Cal
Okay.
Lasers channel live stream just to be in the chat and see what all is going on.
Alrighty. I'd like to join you if that's okay.
Well, I won't be in the live stream like we are doing now. I'll just be in the chat.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Anyway, yeah, I get it. Just video chat me when you get off here.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye.
Love you, babe. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.